forgive those who might have caused it. You obviously have to have a daily habit of meditation. You know, the saints would pray regardless of whether they were tired or not. There were old stories about Padre Pio who some of his office wasn't done and he'd been exhausted, had listened to like 16 hours of confession in one day. Now, if you know anything about hearing confessions, which the priests here do, it's taxing. Actually having to listen over and over again to the same stuff from the same group of people, after a while, gets pretty boring. But you have to do it, right? And because there's a specific reason. Sometimes they may confess something that needs addressed, etc. But you actually have to pay attention. And if you had to go to your work job and you had to go for 16 straight hours without taking your mind off of your job, you'd be creamed at the end of it. And yet he still made sure that his office got in. And why do you do that? It's because even if you're exhausted and you're still in the habit of making sure that you're giving God his due through your prayers, when you go to die and you're not physically, you're suffering the exhaustion of death and you're feeling like you're going to die, you're still going to be in the habit of doing that and still going to maintain your prayer. You have to maintain devotion to the Blessed Virgin Mary, because ultimately she's the mediatrix of all grace. And the graces at your death are going to come from her hands. You should have a devotion to St. Michael. Actually, St. Michael is the patron saint of the elect. This is actually what his primary function is, not battle. His primary function is to protect the elect. This is why the task was given to him. The first thing that we know that he did, other than choose to serve God, is that it was his job to cast the demons out of heaven. By heaven, we're not talking about the beatific vision, but in the presence of those who had been faithful to God and were the elect. So his first job was to do that. Then he became the guardian angel of the Israelites, because they're not now, they were the chosen people. But after, as the church fathers say, after they apostatized from Christ, then that his guardianship passed from the Jews to the members